All right, you guys, welcome to December's kickoff call. We're going to be talking about goal setting and going to do some amazing things on this call. So I want to welcome anyone that is new here. Candace, you're new. We want to welcome you. We're super happy that you're on the call. And a lot of people are multitasking as they're on a call, which is awesome. So those of you guys that are showing up right now, I just want to thank you guys for taking time out of your night to pop on here, to be learning, and to have a plan for December. There is so many things going on for December. I can't even believe that Plexus has the $9.95 sign up still, which is amazing. I've been like, when's that gonna go away? But they kept it for us for December. And let's talk about the other incentives, the bonuses. And I want to talk about these bonuses and tell you guys the potential that you have and the potential that a brand spanking new ambassador has that just joined in November, and it's going to blow your mind. So first of all, we've got the $9.95 join fee that is like normally $40, so that's awesome. We have, I didn't introduce myself. So in case you don't know me, my name's Tina Walterstorff. Now our team is getting larger and it's so fun because it's just awesome to meet new people. So I'm Tina, your friend, our Plexus family. We love everybody. So anyway, back to this. $9.95 join fee. If you add 2 people, you share with 2 friends, it's an extra, it's a $25. And you guys, this is separate from our normal bonuses, okay? Separate. So if you want to write this down, I would encourage you to write this down because it's going to get hot in here because these bonuses are flipping amazing. 2 people, 2 friends. Everybody's got 2 friends, mom, sister, best friend, okay? Add 2 people. You're going to be able to, you'll get $25 extra as a December promotion. Or incentive, and you're going to be a product tester. Hello, who doesn't want to be a product tester? I'm always so jealous, like all the jewels get to do this product testing for like a month or 2, and we're like, really? And you'll even see sometimes, I remember when Joyome came out, they were testing it, and I was like, Brooke's skin looks really like glowing. I started noticing people like looking different, and then we found, then Joyome came out. So anyway, I want to be a product tester. We get to get the product when you add 2 people that join you. You are going to be the first people that get the new product that's going to launch in January. So we'll get to try that for like a month. It's not a flavor. It's not an updated flavor. It's a new, brand new product. If you sponsor 4 people, you're going to get an extra $100. If you sponsor 6 people, another extra $100. So with those bonuses, it's $225. Write down on your piece of paper who, you don't need to write their names now, but just write a note to yourself, who on my team is going to be a product tester. So you don't want to be having conversations with people, and you can write down like who you think is definitely going to be a product tester, right? Who's going to add 2. So we want everybody to be a product tester, right? So we're holding each other accountable to getting this. I have to be a product tester. That would be like massive FOMO if everybody had the product. Okay, so we're going to take this another step further. You're going to want to write this down. This is for anyone who just joined. That means people that you've sponsored, or if you're on this call and you're brand new, this applies to you. The first 30 days when someone joins, they have a chance to add 3 people, add 3 buddies, and it's our first rank up in the company. It's hitting the first promotion. It's called silver. And when you hit that in the first 30 days, it's called fast start. You get extra bonuses, right? So we're going to pretend for a minute that this person, new person that you've sponsored, or maybe it's yourself, gets 3 people in your first 30 days, but we're going to take it even further than that. We're going to go with the December incentive and say that you went all out and you're super excited and you want to add 6 friends. You got 6 friends that you're going to share this with. So that's the scenario. You've gone fast start silver with 3. but you're going further because you're super excited, and you're going to go with 6 because you know Aunt so-and-so has migraines and your best friend needs to lose weight and your other friend has massive anxiety, and on and on. So this is that scenario, and this is what that looks like. So we already went over what the incentives for December are when you get 6. Now tack on hitting that first promotion in Plexus Silver, $100. Tack on that it's a fast start because it's their first 30 days. Tack on another $100. Now, if you're new, don't worry about all this. It's just a lot of cash. Then next, you get business builder bonuses. That's going to equal $120. Then you're also going to get what's called pay points, which is going to equal $90. Add on the December promotion of $225. It's a lot of money already, right, guys? Like you have money falling everywhere. $635. Hello for helping 6 people in the first 30 days. It should be our mission, whoever you have sponsored in November, to get them this bonus. By you helping them, you get, I think it's additional $100 or $150 because you're helping them. And don't quote me on that one because I didn't look that one up, but it's something like that. You also will get a bonus for helping them, mentoring them, walking them through all those steps. Okay, so that's really, really great. So let's take it another step further. They are now, you're helping them. You can help them. Help their people get 1 buddy. Say out of those 6, they have 4 people that have 1 buddy. That's going to be an extra 50. That's going to be 50 points total. This new person can go senior silver, which is the 2nd rank in our company. I won't even go through all those, but the extra bonus with that, the extra fast start for that, $885. Boom, boom, boom. 800, like we might as well just say $900. Say they've got some PV in there, might as well just say $1,000. Maybe they're gonna make $100 on PV as well. Whew, like that's amazing. So if you're new on this call and you're motivated by money, and you know we have a solution to many, many problems, many, many health issues, I encourage you to get with the person who helped you get started and definitely start helping you guys, helping your new people doing those reach outs. Let's think about who they can help. So if you're excited about that, put in the chat, hell yeah, heck yes. I shouldn't cuss. Heck yeah. Oh, Candace is driving too. Well, I'm glad you're on this call. Awesome. Okay, you guys. So we're going to talk about goal setting. You're going to want to take some notes, just a little bit, but we want to talk about mindset and belief. So here it is, December. We can come into December thinking, I am hitting the ground running. I'm super excited. I'm super motivated. I am ready to rock and roll. Or some of you might come into December being like, oh my gosh, I like reached out to everybody in November. I don't even have anybody else I can reach out to. I'm like, December's going to be busy. I've got this, this, and that going. I got to bake goodies and wrap presents and shop and do all the things. Okay. If you are feeling that way, comment a number 1, put a number 1 in the comments if you're feeling that way. If you're feeling like overwhelmed, if you're feeling like it's going to be too busy and I'm not sure, I'm just like dry out of reach outs, put a 1 in the chat. If you are feeling like, you know what, I'm excited, I'm motivated, I'm going to hit the ground running, I want you to put a 2 in the comments. If you're feeling like I'm out of reach outs, or something like that, because you've reached out to a lot of people in November, which you probably all did. Crazy, amazing deals going on, and all of the excitement with Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Lots of exciting things going on. And just know that that's a normal feeling. Most of the time, every month, a lot of months, I'm like, I've already reached out to everybody this month. But so if you're feeling that way, that is and can be very, very normal, but we just continue to do what we do. We continue to put a plan in place. We continue to post every day. We continue to get new friends on Facebook. We continue to widen our connections. We continue to talk to those fence sitters. We continue those new reach outs to different people. We continue to relationship build. And when we do that, it comes around twofold and will bless you. And all of a sudden, when you think that you have no one, if you go through the actions and do those things and keep doing them, it's going to come around and bless you. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, I have someone I've worked with, and pretty much every month she'll say, I'm done. Like there's nobody. I don't know anybody. And this girl will have 6 new people join her the month that she says that, every single time. And I'm like, so you're dried up, huh? It's just kind of funny, but if you keep doing the things, it's going to come around and it will bless you. So we just want to keep in action, even if you are feeling that. No, it's normal, but just keep moving forward. So our beliefs and thoughts are going to determine, our beliefs and thoughts now are going to determine where we are by the 15th of December. Are we going to be the ones who get that product and get to be a product tester? That's honestly up to ourselves. It's up to you. It's up to me what I do. And we all want to be product testers. And I believe that's by the 15th. So for the promotion, we signed 2 level 1s with a welcome pack, right? And then you get to be a product tester. So put in the comments if you are committed to yourself to getting two people so you can be a product tester. Just put in the comments, I am totally committed. And then for that, what's going to be required is actually time blocking and prioritizing, because December can be crazy. We are baking, we are shopping, we are planning. Who knows what else could come up, right? There's a lot of things that could come up. But if we're prioritizing during a busy season and we're time blocking during a busy season, and it doesn't even have to be a busy season, like it can be a season of lull, and you still need to time block and prioritize and make time for your business. A day planner is great. Get some kind of planner that you can write your stuff in, and actually make a date with yourself for your business, whatever time that's going to be. It could be 15 minutes a day. And as long as, nice, Dory, she's got her planner. It could be 15 minutes a day, twice a day. As long as you have a plan of what you're going to do in that time, your time can be so productive. But if all you say is, I'm going to work, what does work mean? You can sit down and be like, I got to work. What's work mean? So without a plan, you might just sit there like, I don't even know what to do or where to start. And then the next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock, family's home, dinner's going, and you're like on family time now. And this can happen in a whole week or 2 weeks could fly by. So a day planner is going to be awesome. And we get to choose what we focus on. We get to choose what we're going to do with every single day. Is the day going to run me, or am I going to run my day? And I've had it both ways. I've gotten up in the morning and I've had, all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock and I'm like, good job, Tina. You let your day run you. And I'll say, I'm going to do better tomorrow. And I'll sit down and I will time block exactly what I'm going to do the next day. I'm telling you, if I don't do that, my day runs me over like a freight train sometimes. And I'm like, man. So just being intentional and planning. So we're talking about planning. in the comments, I want you to think about this. What is your vision for December? What do you want December to look like on December 31st? You know, where do you want to be? What is your goal? What is your vision? What does that look like? If you just share that in the comments, that would be awesome. And I'm going to go back in just a little bit and read some of them. Think about it, something really meaningful to you though. It's not just like, oh, I'd like to do this. Something meaningful. It might be even, you know, my goal is to sponsor 3 friends. My goal is to sponsor 6 friends. Okay. Maybe your goal is to hit a rank up and actually hit a promotion by the end of December. Whatever it is, make sure it means something to you to where it's going to excite you every day, so that when your feet hit the ground, that goal, that thing that is your vision of where you want to be by the end of the month, is what excites you when your feet hit the ground and it gets you moving in the right direction. I can honestly say, and I've talked to Leah a lot of times in the morning, we're chatting back and forth and she's driving to school and work and everything, and I'm getting my things done, and I will be so excited and on fire in the morning. And it's because I'm excited about my goals for that month. If I'm not going to think about where I want to be at the end of the month, like what do I have to look forward to, right? But it's like there's so much going on, and I get excited for you guys. I get excited for my team. And that gets me up, gets me going, and I jump out of bed. I'm excited. Consistency is going to be one of those key things too during, if you call December a busy season, which I think it could be a season of a lot of distractions. Maybe that's a better word, you know, lots of distractions. That, you know, the squirrel moments, like, I think I'm going to do this right now, but boom, I'm flying over here because this person needs me, or boom, I got to make cookies, or I got company coming, whatever. So consistency with a plan is going to be super important. We can choose, like if we join a gym and we're going to choose to get fit, we could choose like, I'm going to work out 1 day a week for 4 to 5 hours. That's going to be my gym day. And then you do nothing all week long. That's not realistic. That's not going to build your muscle. That's not going to get you in shape, not even cardio shape, because there's 1 day a week. But if you take small pieces of each day, half hour of cardio a day, 5 days, 6 days a week, you're going to consistently be getting in better shape. You're going to start seeing things improving. You're going to be leaning down. And it's the same thing with Plexus. Taking it in, working in little tiny daily spots is better than a big crunch at the end of the month or the middle of the month, or say, Leah's dog, or say it's the 13th and you're like, I haven't done anything yet and I really want to have that product and I'm going to have FOMO if I don't, and then you're like freaking out. So it's better to do the small things every single day that you need to do to get to where you want to be. And by the way, statistically, 80% of people procrastinate and wait. So if that's you, you're not alone. We've all done it. It's easy to do. And then you freak out. And if we've done it, we know what it feels like to freak out. So how do you want to show up in December? How do you want to be? How do you want to show up to your family? How do you want to show up to your friends? How do you want to show up on social media? How do you want to show up to your team, right? Think of a leader that you admire. Think of how she is at times of maybe a busy season or a season of distractions. Is that person that you admire showing up regardless of kind of what's going on? Okay. And how does she show up, right? Authentically, or, just think about that. And know that leaders are not perfect, but the difference is that leaders are consistent and become really good planners. So next, I want you guys to think about, what will it feel like when you reach that goal that you just shared in the chat? What will it feel like to reach that goal by the end of the month? And not only in the chat, you don't need to share this in the chat, but you can if you want to. But definitely on a piece of paper. I want you guys to write down what your goal is, what your vision is by the end of the month, and then also, what will that feel like for you when you reach it? So imagine yourself reaching that goal, whatever it is. Maybe it's, I want to share with 2 friends so that I can be a product tester. Maybe it's, I really want to share this with 3 people so that I get that silver promotion. Maybe you want to go for all 6 and get all of that I talked about, the $635. That's for a new person. So anyways, think about what would that feel like to reach that goal, and write that on paper as well. And then next we're going to talk about action steps. So we've already talked about what our goal is, what it's going to feel like to reach it, and then now action steps and a plan. So know your action steps and be super, super clear with yourself, not just like wishy-washy, like, well, I'm going to work it at this time. But we're going to talk about narrowing it down and like, what are we going to actually do in that time? So if you're just saying, I need to work, like I said earlier, oh, I need to work, I really, really need to work. But then you sit down and you're like, what am I going to do? So here's where we're going to get action steps and be clear with ourselves. So ask yourself, what action, and you can write this down, what action will I need to take to make my goal a reality? What action do I need to take to make my goal a reality? So we've talked about the goal, we've talked about what it's going to feel like and what that means to you, what it means for your family. And then now, what action will I need to take to make that a reality? So you can write that down and you can do that later. So we're going to talk about daily tasks. There's 3 things: having a daily task list, a weekly, and a weekend. And I've really found by doing this, it really, really helps me focus on what I'm going to do daily, weekly, and on the weekend. I don't know how many of you guys think, well, the weekend's just going to be like fly by the seat of my pants and I'll do whatever I'm going to do, if I do anything at all. But there are some things that we do need to actually do on the weekend, even if it's a little bit. So this would be an example of someone that does not have a team, hasn't added anybody yet. Maybe you're just getting started. Daily tasks, or even someone with a smaller team, this could be too. Daily tasks might look something like, and please share in the comments what some of your daily tasks are so that you guys can share them with each other, because you guys have great ideas and great strategies and things that you might do daily that maybe I don't mention. So some examples might be 3 new asks, and that's reaching out to somebody and either sending them a video, inviting them to an event, or getting them into a 3-way chat. So 3 new asks, basically asking them to be open to hearing about what you have to share. Another thing that daily tasks might look like is adding new friends, doing some mindset work, maybe podcasts, maybe it's a YouTube video, maybe it's a training, super important. And then of course, daily posting, and daily post doesn't have to be about Plexus. It can be family, it can be a quote, it can be anything that you're excited about, and splashes of Plexus throughout the week. Weekly tasks might be something like training calls like this, Tuesday night training call, other training calls that Plexus has, other things that you want to pop onto. Weekly tasks might be like weekly follow-ups with people. I know when I do product coaching, my Fridays are follow-ups with people on that, and adding new friends. Weekend tasks might be something like just planning ahead, sitting down with your family and looking at your schedule and be like, here's what mom's got going on, here's what Joey's got going on, here's what so-and-so's got going on, and just looking at everybody's schedules and letting your family know, like, this is what I have going on this week. Then when you're on a team call, they're like, oh, mom's on a team call, or, let them know kind of what's going on. Weekend tasks might be something like updating your friends list and maybe planning out some posts for the next week. So that's, and time blocking. So that's kind of an example. Keep in mind that the larger your team is going to look different. If your team is larger, your tasks for the day and week and weekend look different than say someone just starting out, right? So keep that in mind. So for me, daily tasks would be, same as the other 3 asks: mindset work, posting, stories, follow-ups. My weekends, I love to time block for my weekends. And like I said, if I don't do this, it's like I'm run over by a freight train truck. Freight train truck? It's not even a thing. Anyways, time blocking for me is a must. And I am trying to be disciplined on it. I'm not always disciplined on it, and things fall apart when I'm not. I'm just being honest. We have to talk about family stuff. I need to see what my husband has going on and what I have going on. Like to plan meals out for the week. That's super helpful. If you got a busy week coming up, for me, planning out the meals for the week and having the groceries is awesome. Several years ago, we used to do actually make 3 or 4 meals on a Sunday. And holy smokes, that was awesome. That's back when I had my dance studio and I worked nights and we were flying around like crazy. So it was really, really important to be on task with our meals so that we didn't not eat. Anyways, be clear on what you need to do. That's my whole point. Be clear on what you need to do for daily tasks or the week or the weekend, what you can do. For me, I love to plan my posts. It might not happen on Sunday night. Maybe Monday night I feel creative like I did last night. Actually, no, it was Sunday night. And I get creative at night for some reason. I want to write a book at night and I want to blog and I just can think. And so I wrote several posts and I just save them in my notes and I'll post them when I feel like posting them. But that's kind of fun to do. When you're feeling it, just sit down and write your heart, write your thoughts, just being authentically you. So, and then higher level leaders are people who really work with that next person that you have sponsored, really helping them, actually showing them, not just saying, hey, here's this tool, go use it. But it's about, hey, here's a tool that we have, and I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to walk through it with you to do it. And I had an awesome conversation with Dory today, and I'm so proud of her. She's taking her aunt through these steps of how to share. She gave her the tools. She gave her the verbiage that we've talked about and trained about with sharing, how to share. That makes it so easy because it's really she said to her aunt, can you copy and paste? And her aunt's like, yeah. And then, but she also took it another step further and said, at the top, it might say, hey, friend, or something like that. And Dory said, but make it sound like you. And, Dory and her aunt would be like, I would say, hey, girl, how are you doing? And so obviously, you tweak it, but see how she's helping her and she's walking her through each step of how to share with this person. She was even like, I'm just proud. I'm proud of you, Dory. She was even like, before you send that video, wait until she says yes. So, I mean, Dory, you're doing an awesome job mentoring her and walking her through it. And that's what we need to be doing, showing them how to do it and how easy it is, giving them the tool, but then showing them how it's done by you doing it and helping them, guiding them along the way. So that's really awesome. So let's talk about, those are some action steps, just kind of knowing what you need to do. And then let's talk about numbers. We're going to talk about numbers real quick. So we need to know what our numbers are. And if you're just starting out, you don't need to worry about numbers right now. You're starting on step 1. But if you're further in the process and you have some team members, you want to know your numbers and you want to know, where do I even find my numbers? What numbers are you talking about, Tina? So I'm going to tell you, when you click into your back office and you go to virtual office, where it says points and rank up, that's what you want to click on, points and rank up. So this is for people, if you have people on your team, click on points and rank up, and then you can double click on subscription. When you double click the subscription, it's going to bring up all the subscriptions that are set for 100 PV that are going to run in December. So you want to look at that because you want to know, where am I? How am I looking for your dog? Love it. Where am I going to be by the end of December? And you can see that by looking at those subscriptions that are set. If they're at 100 PV, then you know you're going to get 5 points on each of those people. So that's going to tell you what things are looking like right now, today. Everybody's got a subscription set. If someone doesn't have their subscription, set to 100 PV, they're going to be losing out on perk credits, and they won't get that free product every 3 months. So I would encourage you to talk to them about that. And maybe they need just another recommendation. Maybe they, recommend a new product like MetaBurn or Active or something like that. And then every 3 months, they're going to get that free product. So I love the perks program. So you can, like I said, click on subscription twice. You're going to see that. And let's give an example. I love examples. Let's talk about someone who is the second rank in the company, senior silver. They've got 10 points, right? All subs are on, and that is 50 points. Or they've got 10 people, sorry. 10 people and 50 points. And say the senior silver, say your goal is to go gold. So that's the third rank in the company. And to rank up gold, you need to have 100 points. So right now, as a senior silver, you might have 50 points, and you need 100 points to go rank up to gold. So you need 50 points more, right? So this is what I'm talking about with actually mapping out your numbers, looking at your numbers. You're going to talk about what your goal is, and then you're going to see and look at your numbers to see, what do I actually need to do to get there? And the numbers is a huge thing. So your goal is your senior silver, your goal is to go gold. That means you need 10 more people to reach 100 points, right? Sometimes you need to plan, you guys, that maybe 2 people might drop off, maybe 3 people might drop off. For whatever reason, just know that that's normal to have some of that. Don't beat yourselves up about that when that happens, because it will happen. And I grabbed some numbers from a Diamond the other day that she shared, that I'll share with you guys towards the end here, but what's kind of a normal fall off? I'll go over that kind of at the end. So anyways, so let's just say you're trying to strive for gold and you need 10 more. Let's just say strive for 15, just to be safe. Then just start focusing on who you can help. So a lot of times when we've done these calls, we have focused on, oh, that means I need 2 every week or 3 every week. And then say by the middle of the month, you're like, oh my gosh, I should have had 6 by now. And then you don't, and then you freak out, and then you feel defeated, and then you're irritated, and then you're down on yourself, and then nothing happens. So instead of thinking that way, what do I need every week? Instead of that, let's focus on, who can I help? Who on my team? I've got 10 people, I'm senior silver. Who on my team can I help? Right? And this is a great month for that, because you're going to talk to them about, look at the money that you could make for December, cash-free Christmas. Holy smokes, it's easy to say, who am I going to work with? Boom. Everybody needs this. So when you start focusing on everybody else and their needs, you're blessed for it. And obviously you can say to yourself, I myself plan to add whatever your goal is. Is your goal 6? Is your goal 2? Is your goal 3? And then, that's your personal goal. And then who am I going to work with? If you're not clear on what you need to do, spend time today or tonight on getting those things really written out. And if you need help, please reach out. So we're going to talk about focusing on who you need to help. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Who is new? These are the people you're going to focus on. Who's new, right? Who joined you in November? Who joined you in October? Who joined you in September, right? Who can go fast start silver? Anybody in November can go fast start silver. Anyone in November could go fast start senior silver as well and get, basically we said $1,000, right? So the first step is picking out those people who can go fast start silver, who can go senior silver, who are going to help. And then the next step is utilizing those onboarding sheets. It's actually one sheet. Utilizing the onboarding sheet checklist. That checklist is meant to be done the first 24 to 48 hours of that person joining. So as soon as you've hit that enroll button and the clock is ticking. So we're doing, that checklist is meant to happen before their products arrive. I think there's just one thing on there to pay attention to after their products arrive. So make sure that you're getting that list printed out. And if you followed, or if you follow that, what did I put here? Followed can help them get a +1. Yes, help them get a +1 or 2. And then you can say, oh my God, you're going to be able to be a product tester. We have a brand new product coming out. So you might start with one person, like who is your best friend? Who is the person that you know you always do everything with? Let's talk to her. Get them in a 3-way chat. Let's talk to her. And then she has one friend join her. And then you can say, hey, you know what, Sue? Here's a fun, awesome thing that's happening. If you have one more friend or one more family member, Plexus has a brand new product coming out in January. And if you have 2 friends that join you and do this with you, Plexus is going to give you the opportunity to be a product tester for this brand new product. And she's going to be like, shut the front door. I want that new product. Right? And then you help her get that friend. And then you can say, and I'm doing this, I'm just saying this, you guys, because it's one step at a time. You don't need to come at her and be like, hey, let's pounce on you and let's find 10 friends today. Just start with one. Who's your best friend? Who's your buddy? Who's the things you do things with? Then, hey, awesome job. See how easy that was? Let's talk about another person. Who else do you know? She gets 2. Wasn't that easy? Hey, I remember you mentioned your Aunt Jill. I remember you mentioning her when we were signing you up. And she has migraines and she has anxiety. What if we talk to her today? You know, and that might not, it's not going to happen in a day, but kind of over time. And then the next thing you know, she's silver and she's fast start silver. And she doesn't even know she's fast start silver, but she's going to have major bonuses coming her way. So we don't need to go through all the things with them. We don't need to talk about all the numbers with them. We just want to take people through this process really easily and just starting step 1. So that checklist, that onboarding checklist is so easy, so simple, so not intimidating. And I want you guys to understand, it's not homework. It's not homework that I'm asking you to do. It is an onboarding sheet that's a tool. It's a tool that I'm going, here, take it or leave it. But if you take it, oh my goodness, magical things are going to happen. This will minimize your fall off and it's going to increase your retention. So if you've had a lot of fall off, it might be time to look at the onboarding sheet. It's super easy and it is your tool. And again, walking them through, showing them, not telling them how to do things, right? Really being there and holding their hands. Them seeing this from you, they are going to duplicate it, you guys. They're going to duplicate it. Because say that Dawn has her level 1 and Dawn says, you know what, Dawn, your level 1 has just shared and recruited a person and they've got a friend starting, right? So Dawn's going to say, hey, I have this awesome sheet that's an onboarding sheet. It's just a checklist that's going to help you help your person get off on a good start. And so Dawn's going to mentor her level 1 to help her level 1 get started. So Dawn's teaching her level 1. Here's the sheet. Here's where it's found. Print it out. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do it together. We're going to make sure that your friend gets off on a really good start. And then Dawn's level 1 is going to be like, oh my God, that was super easy. And then Dawn's friend is always going to use that sheet, and she's going to duplicate that down to her people. And then Dawn is going to have a team that is like this, solid, just like that. On a side note, talking about the checklist sheet, if you guys are doing them, which we should be, just all you got to do is take a little snapshot of the sheet, private message it to me, don't put it in a group, and your name's going to go into the drawing that I'm having for the team this month. And I'm doing that because I want to create accountability, because I think that if we create some accountability with each other, because this is kind of new, like, hey, let's make sure these are getting done. Let's make sure people are being onboarded properly. And then it's like, hey, here we go. Here, I did this. Your name goes into a drawing. I'm going to have something fun that I'm going to give away Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. And I figured if people signed up the last day, that's plenty of time to get it in by Wednesday. But what it's going to create is not only accountability, it's going to lessen your drop off, and it's going to create habit. Habit. You'll have that memorized. And some of you probably already do. You're like, yep, team page, talk about the perks credits. Let's talk about when the products come and their first post. Let's talk about their friends. So some of you might have it memorized, but if you just simply just take the picture, bring it in, and your name will get into the drawing. If you have someone willing to share, just work with them daily. If you have someone, just have them on your list, work with them daily. Don't forget about them. If anyone on your team is just resistant right now and they're like, you know what, I'm just not ready to do that yet, or whatever, just be super patient with them and be loving and caring and encouraging with them and be their accountability partner. Sometimes people will surprise you a lot. You never know. Sometimes I've had people say that, and all of a sudden out of the blue, it's like, oh yeah, I shared with my Aunt Susie and my cousin Katie. It's like, oh wow, okay. Awesome. They were sitting around at Thanksgiving and it's like, hey, what are you doing? And then they start talking about it. And all of a sudden she's got 2 team members, and she said a month ago she was never going to share with anybody. So you never know. So the actions you do each day will pan out in the end, you guys. Everybody did so amazing. Oh my gosh, November was amazing. Point increases, people earning November incentives, rank ups, like massive action. You guys all did amazing, just incredible. And lots of things happened the last 5 hours of the day, the last day of the month. And these are people that came out of the woodwork, that all of a sudden were sharing with people, that said they weren't going to share with people. I think they decided it really wasn't that hard. It's pretty darn simple to share. It was like 3 in the afternoon, and I think from 3 until 10, just a few hours in there, we had like 30 more people sign up just from like 3 in the afternoon till 10 p.m. So it was like, wait, what? What's happening? Everybody was on fire and excited. So that was really cool. Also, one thing that you can think about with your new people, think about maybe doing a launch party for them, or think about doing group calls with them. Just kind of get creative, if we have events going on, help them invite people to the event. That's super important. So again, just that hand holding and really, being there for them. All right, we're wrapping this up. So just a little wrap up, making sure we have clear direction, daily, weekly, weekend, planning out what you're going to do. If you're brand new, very simple things like 15 minutes a day, or maybe a half an hour a day. If you are someone who has more of a team, obviously it's going to be more time than that. Your goal kind of determines how much time you're going to need to put into it, right? Contact daily with your leaders, or weekly at least. How many people you're going to sponsor yourself, how many people you can help your people sponsor, +1, 2, or 3. Mapping it out, and looking at your numbers daily, looking at your goals daily. Emily Gibson said something about if we're not looking at our goals daily, it's like there's what did she say? A man in a trench coat in the corner that's got this black hood on and he's just sitting there looking at you. And you're like, there's the man in the trench coat. And then you're like, fine, I'm working. You can leave now. Okay, kind of the same thing with like, if you've been working out and you're committed to working out 6 days a week and you're not going to work out that day, do you feel like there's a monkey? I always say there's a monkey on my back. I got to go get the monkey off my back. I've got to get my workout done because the monkey's on my back. And I hate that feeling. So kind of the same thing. Know their goals. Know your team's goals. Know what it means to them. Ask them, reaching this goal, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you and your family? And then here's the big thing. Leaders hold people accountable. If we're not holding people accountable, we're really doing a disservice to people. And then the next thing, help them map that out. If they're on this call, check in with them. If they're not on this call, go over this stuff with them, send them the recording, and then say, hey, I want to talk about this. I want to know what your goals are. I want to know what that would mean to you for you to meet those. So get in the trenches with them, like ask them these questions so that you know everything that I'm asking you guys that are on this call. Their goals matter a lot, just as much as yours do. If you're not holding rank or you're not growing, then your team's not growing. And maybe it's okay taking a back seat for yourself, but think about some of the people on your team may not want to just settle. So think about that. And I'm not saying anyone's taking a back seat. I'm just saying sometimes people do take a back seat. But what if there's people on your team that don't want to take a back seat and they're ready and they're eager to have help because they have goals that really matter to them? And you're going to be able to make a big difference in their life by helping them. Okay. So here's our little to-do is write down your goal, write down your vision for December and your goal, and write down what that means to you and send it to your sponsor, your working sponsor. If your sponsor is not working the business, send it to your next upline that is working the business, okay? So take a photo and just send that to her so that you can be all on the same page. And being accountable sometimes can be uncomfortable, but we don't grow ever in a comfort zone. It takes getting uncomfortable to grow. Trust me. I get uncomfortable daily. I'm pretty sure of it. Sometimes many times a day, I get uncomfortable. So I'm going to read in the chat some of the goals here. Dory. Awesome. I love these. Totally committed. I'm in. Everybody's in on adding 2. That's awesome. Dory, to have 6 people share how Plexus has changed their life, and I share with to begin. I think I read that right. Maybe I read that wrong. To share with 6. That's awesome. Leah, I will be senior gold. Yes. Yes. Sponsoring 6 friends. Wow, that's going to be, holy smokes. That's going to be some amazing money, girl. Sponsor 6 friends. I will have helped 2 of my team members go senior silver. Yay! And help 2 team members go silver and earn Table Rock Retreat. Yeah! That's awesome. That's going to be so fun. And Ashley, I will go fast start silver. Heck yeah. So Ashley just went fast start silver. So next, fast start senior silver. I totally believe it, Ashley. And Danielle, I will enroll at least 4 people this month, 2 before the 15th. I will continue to help my team grow and rank. Goal for 300-point increase. Awesome. Leah, I will feel exciting and also motivating to reach my next goal. Check subs Sundays, Mondays, or grocery shopping day. I love those tips. Check subs on Sundays. Yeah, hey, that's kind of a cool way to think of it, like subs on Sunday, because they do change. So Leah's talking about checking those numbers, seeing if someone's changed their subscription. So yeah, that's a great one. I like that. I might have to do that. Subs on Sundays. Mondays are grocery shopping day. Yep, awesome. Dory said, why do my people have 0 PV right now? If their PV is 0, it just means that it's the first of the month and they haven't had a subscription run yet. So once their subscriptions run, then their PV will show. Yeah, really right now what you want to look at is, do they have their subscription on? And is it 100 PV or is it down to like 23 PV, you know? So, and really, if something drops like that, just know that it's just, like, don't panic about it. It's not that big of a deal. It just means, hey, maybe I need to reach out to Sue and see, look at her account. What, you know, remind yourself, what did she start with? Maybe she's 3 months in and suddenly her PV is down to 23 and she's ordered just like ProBio 5. So it's like, oh, I need to check in with Sue and see how she's doing. Maybe she just simply wasn't taking her products consistently and like still has a bunch left. Maybe she planned on, I just need ProBio 5 right now, but I plan on setting a subscription up later for the month. You never know. So just, you know, take that lightly, but just know that, hey, I guess I should probably reach out to Sue. All right. Awesome. Okay. So that's what I have tonight. I hope it motivated you. I hope that helped you with goal setting and planning, and just, if you're new and you're on this call, it might be like, woo, this is a lot of information. But just know, if you're new and you're on here, it's just one step at a time with your friend who invited you, and it will be super, super easy, and they'll be helping you. So if you guys want to hear the statistics of kind of the typical fall off, I can do that really quick. I'll just go over it, like, because there is some normal fall off. So if you have people that stop taking products or quit, I just encourage you, don't beat yourself up about it. Know that it's normal. It's business, right? And I know I don't go to the same nail salon that I used to, you know? I mean, people change, people do different things. This is our health though, right? Like Plexus is it. They shouldn't stop Plexus. But you never know a person's situation. You just never know. And as long as, you know what, you can say, I've tried my best. I helped them on those products. The first, you know, I really helped coach them, was there for them. As long as you can say that, you've done everything that you can. If it's a situation where like, oh, I really didn't help them get started, I totally didn't even call them, then yeah, they might have just simply felt alone. But we have those systems to use that make it really easy for you to coach them. So normal attrition, you can plan as normal. If you're going to rank as gold, losing 3 to 5 people is normal. Senior gold, 5 to 7. That's pretty low actually, right? Ruby, 10 to 15. Senior Ruby, 15 to 20. Emerald, 40. Wow, right? Sapphire, 60. Diamond, 80 to 90. Normal. It's kind of what they say is normal. At least the source I got it from, which I believe her pretty well. So it's not set in stone. I mean, if there's more than that, that's probably some kind of that's a problem. That's, you know, okay, what do we need to do? There's more holes in the ship and I need to go figure out what's happening. Make sure people are being onboarded and just supported enough. And so that takes you as leaders digging in and having those conversations with people to see how they're doing and what's going on. So, but no, I thought those numbers were interesting because it's like, oh, I want people to know, like, that's normal. Normal. All right. That's all I have. If anyone has questions, go ahead and unmute. Otherwise, Don talked time management, the goal of time management. Yeah, I think that just intentional, being intentional about when I'm going to work my business, what time, or even if you don't know the time, to at least know, here's the things I'm going to do on Monday. So, and I know, Dawn, you're working and your hours are longer. So it's something like, here's what I need to do on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then just have that written down on a notebook so that at work, you have 15 minutes, you're going to eat lunch or whatever. And you're like, instead of going, I really need to work, but I don't know what to do. You've got your list and it's like, I got 15 minutes. Boom, done. And you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel so accomplished. Because like I don't know about you guys, but I like to check off my list. If I have stuff sitting there that I didn't do, monkey on my back, monkey on my back, monkey on my back. Ugh. So I love check. And I'm like, yeah, I had an awesome day today. And I will tell you, when I write it down, my tasks, they get done. If I don't write it down, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Seriously. Did I miss anybody else? I think I got everybody. All right, this was awesome. So looking forward to seeing some of your goals. And Candace, thank you for being on. She's brand new and I'm so proud of you for hopping on. Ashley, Leah, Danielle, Dawn, Dory, Amanda was on. But anyway, you guys, have an awesome night. It's going to be an awesome December. So many things happening. And make sure that I'll put the recording up tonight. Make sure that you send this to people on your team so they can listen to it and have those conversations with your team members. Like, what are your goals? What do you want for December? And ask them what it means to them, because that's what it's really about. So, all right, you guys, I love you. Have an awesome night.